Hello, my friend, and welcome to Repurpose Journey, or welcome back. Today's episode is a shorter one, a quiet pause, because some seasons simply require grace. I want to talk to you about grace in seasons of limited capacity. Those chapters where your energy, focus, health, or circumstances are smaller than they once were. Seasons where you want to do more, be more, show up more, but your body or your health or your life says, not today. If you're in one of those seasons, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not lazy, you're not failing, and you're not falling behind. You are walking through a season that requires a different kind of faith. 2 Corinthians 12:9, God tells Paul, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This verse isn't a rebuke, but an invitation, a reminder that when our strength is limited, God's grace becomes more visible, not less. We often measure our worth by capacity, by how much we can do, how productive we are, how consistent, energetic, or effective we appear. But God does not measure it that way. Psalm 103:14 tells us that God knows how we are formed and remembers that we are dust. He understands human limits better than we do. Limited capacity seasons ask us to release a version of ourselves we learned to depend on. The strong one, the busy one, the one who shows up no matter what. And that can feel like grief. But grace is not disappointed in your limits. Grace meets you inside of them. Jesus never rushed the healing process. He never shamed people for needing rest. He often withdrew to quiet places, even when there was more to be done. Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus invites us in Matthew 11:28 to come to him. Notice that invitation isn't to push harder. It's to come and rest. Grace in seasons of limited capacity looks like permission. Permission to go slower, permission to say no, and permission to rest without guilt. It looks like trusting that showing up imperfectly still counts. That a gentle yes is just as faithful as an ambitious one. Sometimes our only offering feels small. A prayer whispered instead of spoken aloud. A task partially completed. A day survived rather than maximized. In Zechariah 4:10, it says not to despise small beginnings. God sees faithfulness where we only see limitations. Here's a gentle practice you can take with you today. Instead of asking, what should I do? Try asking, what is possible today with the grace I have? Then receive the answer without judgment. Maybe today's faithfulness looks like rest. Maybe it looks like one small task, and maybe it looks like choosing kindness towards yourself. That is grace at work. If you're grieving your former capacity, know this. God is not asking you to return to who you were. He's inviting you to trust him right where you are. Grace does not rush you through this season. It walks you through it. And as we close, I want to leave you with Hebrews 4:16, which reminds us that we can approach God's throne of grace with confidence, to receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. If today is a day of limited capacity for whatever reason, then today is a day full of grace. Go gently into whatever comes next. God is with you here. Thanks for spending time with me here at Repurpose Journey.